Hi, everybody. Wait a sec. How's that? Is that better? Hi, everybody. Pastor Kirk here with the mid-October email blast from FOPC. Also with an invitation to a huge celebration. The ordinations of Chris Etoff and Josh Hall as Presbyterian ministers. The culmination of much work and study, especially this last year. They both passed their rigorous written exams, theology and polity, Bible, exegesis, and preaching. Last week, the Presbytery of the Pacific met at our Moraga Valley Church, and Josh and Chris both preached, and they were separately examined orally by the pastors and elders of our presbytery. That sounds like something you do when you're inspecting a horse, but no, it's on your feet, Q&A. When teaching and ruling elders, they can ask any question, theology, Bible, pastoral ministry, and our guys passed. Flying colors. Now they are certified, ready for ordination, and Fair Oaks is calling them. Josh as associate pastor for teaching and family ministry, Chris as assistant pastor for youth ministry. Nothing really changes in the ministries that they're currently doing. They're doing a great job, but they now join the pastoral staff as bona fide ordained pastors. Pastor Chris, Pastor Josh. And we have scheduled a special 1-hour service or less of ordination for Josh and Chris on Sunday, October 29. Not this Sunday, next Sunday, 4 p.m. in the worship center with refreshments on the patio afterward. And look, if you respect and love these guys, if you've been blessed by their ministry, if you want to bless our church as we move forward with a progressively younger pastoral staff, we urge you to come to their ordination service. Come on, church. Hey, this week our missions director, Paulette Lambertson, returned from a mission trip to China with a bit of a surprise. She announced her coming retirement in January. Paulette will be following my lead. I retire at year end. She will be stepping down after 23 years of ministry and service to FOPC. She's one of our most beloved, respected leaders on our ministry leadership team. And now she'll be throttling back on a full speed ahead ministry life, maybe spending more time with grandkids, taking life a little easier. Paula is convinced God has signaled an end to this long, satisfying, and fruitful season of her life, and God is now inviting her to turn the page, begin the next chapter. And we're going to be honoring and joyfully celebrating her ministry as her final days approach after the new year. This Friday night is our night of worship. 7 p.m. in the Family Life Center. Ruthie Bolton, a longtime friend of our church, 2-time Olympic gold medalist in basketball and women's NBA star. She's going to be bringing a message of God's power for freedom and new life. And Howard's going to be leading the worship team. You know, on Friday nights, when we have these nights of worship, we experience an unusual Holy Spirit visitation and presence. Come on out and experience that. This Sunday morning, we're honored and excited to have Howard McMahon I, Howard's dad, as guest preacher. I think everybody knows Howard is our contemporary worship leader. He leads our contemporary worship. He heads our worship department. His dad and granddad are both pastors. Dad and mom are both coming out to meet their new grandson. They're coming from Dayton, Ohio, where Howard grew up, where dad is both pastor and district superintendent of his denomination. And Pastor Doug, okay, the middle initial D is for Douglas. He is a premier preacher. And I know everybody's looking forward to welcoming him and hearing him preach it. And also telling mom and dad what an awesome boy they raised. That's this Sunday. And then Sunday next, we begin an exciting Reformation series in honor of the 500th anniversary of the launch of the greatest revival of faith and Bible learning in modern history. We're going to celebrate the life, faith, and extraordinary courage of Martin Luther. And then we're going to, all through November, we're going to preach through the book of Galatians, a series titled Free Indeed. It was during his study of Galatians that Luther rediscovered the gospel and then began preaching and publishing a world-changing message that launched the Reformation. That's 2 Sundays from now, okay? I think that's everything. I love you, church, and I hope to see you on Friday night and on Sunday too.